Okay, we are live right now. Hello, everybody. I am streaming for two. This 1 minute with me right now. I'm trying to. Okay, there we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Miss Classy Talk Show. Hi, YouTube, and hi, Facebook. Um, on today's episode, and first of all, oh my goodness, I didn't let you know, huh? I'm your hostess and Moses, Miss Classy. And so on today's episode 22, we'll talk about words speak words louder than words. Same thing, like actions speak louder than words. Well, first of all, before I begin this broadcast and that, it was quite interesting. I was watching this other talk show this morning, and it was quite interesting, um, which was saying about this lady. This lady ends up she ended up firing over 100 something people over something. Like one was over not putting the TV up right, and one was from some other problems and stuff. I like, I like when I was watching that. I'm like, what? Pretty soon she gonna be out of people the way her attitude is and stuff like that. I guess some bougie people are just too bougie, huh? Like that. But I thought was this quite interesting to hear that, and stuff like that happens. You get people that get really picky over something. If you probably spilled the ice or you dropped the ice cream, fire her, fire her. I don't want her. She doesn't know how to serve. And so they end up firing their over spilled ice cream. And then another one, oh my goodness, she didn't fold up the napkins right. Fire her. Oh my goodness, these people, they are something else, these people nowadays. Oh my goodness. Over some just silly, plain silly stuff. And so right now, what we're speaking about, we're speaking about words, and you know how that goes with certain words that we use and stuff, but we don't come to realize that certain words can affect us in life and stuff, and it could actually affect our moods and stuff with certain words if we don't use it, if we use it in the improper way and stuff. And so, wow, quite interesting how words can really either sometimes to it could do is tear our self-esteem. It depending on how we use these words. Quite interesting, huh? Words of some kind can also damage us depending on how we use our words, right? So that's what I was saying, right? Words that we use and stuff like that, we just don't realize it. Some it can be very damaging to us too, and we have to watch how we say things, right? Then the next, we are accustomed to so many words that we have developed a long time in life, not realizing the meaning of some words can affect us down the line if we do not correct how we addressed it. Action speaks louder than words, right? Same thing. That's the same thing according to this message, right? So some of the words we probably grew up saying these sort of words that it became addicting. It came addicting, like we had a sugar rush from consuming too much sugar. That is what sugar does to us. To us, we crave it. No wonder they call it refined sugar, right? Dope. They call refined sugar dope because we become addicted to it just like the drug, and that makes us crave more. It makes us crave more. It's something with some words we can use. They become addicting. They become addicting because we are so used to saying those words from many years. Only if we just change, right? Only if we just change and break the habit of some of the form of words we use. For example, we may say in every paragraph, right, saying those words from many years, right? We've been saying to the paragraph, right? But then the next, we'll always put, I say, but in everything, but this, but that, but, right? And then the next paragraph, then it says, but, in the next sentence, but, and then we end up with too many buts. Come on, y'all. We're not Sir Mix-a-Lot. That baby got back. Boy, he says a lot of butts in there, huh? But he's sure making a track. He made a track off of that song. With he said he liked big butts and he can't not lie. That's right. He was expressing it. Too many butts in there. So so I know that I know with me, I had to learn not to put. We have a little media problem. Sometimes that happens because connection with the internet. But so I'm gonna go back to what I was saying. With me, I had to learn not to put too many buts in a sentence. So how we have an example, right? Example of words can affect us in some sort of ways. Words speak louder than words. Building better words to say, let's an argument. Okay, let's say this happens. An argument begins between two people. Yeah, between two people, right? Discussing on something they felt was not right. One says the refrigerator was open all night. Now, our food, it was wasted. The other argued saying it was not open all night. It was just open a second ago. So both are back and forth screaming at each other. One saying, how in the fudge you going to tell me that it wasn't when I woke up and I seen it with my own two eyes, closed it. Do not you think it was a more better way to say it? Do understand that there is miscommunication, right? There's a miscommunication here. Sounds so to me that the first was just waking up, assuming, was waking up assuming it was open all night when the other person had said it was only open a second ago. See how the mind takes us to another state of mind. It takes us to another state of mind when we're upset, when we're assuming things, everything. So these words are coming out, right? And when we probably didn't get enough sleep, right? Yeah, probably didn't get enough sleep. So we end up saying unhealthy words towards others. Then that person gets classified as having an anger management problem. Say, oh, that person have an anger management problem, right? You know how that goes once a person loses control. The world says they have a problem, which needs to be corrected, right? So they are right. They need to control their temper. A misunderstanding can lead heavy. It can really lead heavy a misunderstanding if we don't properly do it and address it right, because things happen, but it's not when you come to assuming that somebody is clarifying to you that it was not open all night, it was just a few seconds ago, and then they assuming because they waking up from their sleep and then they probably halfway tired and they saying what the fudge, they cursing at you and stuff like that. That's not the right way to do things, to curse at a person because you want to get your point straight across. Who wants to be cursed at? That to me is verbal abuse. And stuff when a person is just out of control with the way they say things, in which we could have said the proper way. Now let's see what happens. So let's see what happens with this other one. Let's see. Okay, we can form better, healthy ways by admitting that you was wrong, admitting that it's wrong. So yeah, that person could admit they was wrong, right? They could have, and not thinking you're right all the time, right, right. Let's come to the conclusion. Let's turn this problem with the misunderstanding. Okay, between two, the way it should have been, first of all, instead of the person assuming the refrigerator was open, they should have hear the person out, right? They should hear the person out, not just jumping conclusions and stuff, you know. And when they said it, it was a second ago. They said it was a second ago, and they should not been saying bad words towards them, right? To make the point across, they feel they got to curse out the person, right? Making it seem they knew it all. So this is how the mind works when you're not thinking right. You may have woke up on the wrong side of the bed and still no excuses. All should have said is, "Oh, it was that long." Okay, instead of jumping the gun about things, and words can affect our minds when we are using the wrong words to get our point across. Forming healthy words will help us to grow in this world and become wiser. Yes. So when we learn to form the right words, it's going to help us to grow in life and help us to be wiser in life when we choose chosen to develop better words. Everybody, because it's a habit. Like I totally had a lot of habits with the way I talked for years. I talked a lot of slang. So it is funny. It is funny. Some people were trying to, seasoned people were trying to correct my slang. I just made it worse. And I said, look, this is the way I speak, okay? You cannot change me. I'm going to say that, okay? I'll change on my own. Because I was growing up with a lot of slang, from the company I hung out with, the people I hung out with. So I create the habit of too many slang words. Yeah, and so I had to really be careful how I said things, but I didn't meant it in that way. It was just a habit. But when you want, you breaking the habit, right? Okay, so let's get to the next. The more we speak good words, it will flow with us and become healthy habit. Help our minds to function right. Help our minds to function right. And words can be bitter and sweet. Once we remove the bitter and make room for the sweet, the sweeter the berry, the sweeter the juice. Yes, true. The juice gets sweeter with the right berries, right? With the right berries, the juice becomes sour when the berry is sour, right? And then your respond, your respond. This tastes like That's how that negative that negative word forms. You know, that negative word forms. You said it tastes like and that's how the negative word forms because we used it for many years. Only if we just do this is turn that thought around and remove the negative word and change, right? It change it by saying this was not good at all. This juice, it tasted bitter, not so sweet. We can make we can make we can make okay we can make it once we put minds our minds to it. We can change that, right? We can make that change. We can change it once we put our minds to it. If you want to grow, we must grow out of our old ways. Grow out our old ways. We're maturing now. We need to grow out our old ways and learn to grow new words, becoming aware of how we use words to get our point across, right? How to use words to make us become wiser in our minds. Some people choose to not grow. Yeah, some people do. Some people choose not to grow. Some people choose to learn and grow. The sharper our minds are, the more we become powerful with our words we use on the daily basis. It takes steps each day to break the old habits we done. Once we come to the point that you really want to change words, you can cut words, words can cut us deep if we do not watch what we say. Start speaking good words each day and avoid the wrong words. A wealthy mind leads to good success in life. A wealthy mind leads to better roads in life. A wealthy mind leads to better control in life. A wealthy mind speaks good words. A wealthy mind thinks before speaking. We should all think before we speaking. So words can be some words, remember, can be damaging to others, damage to our self-esteem and self-confidence. We need to learn how to say it right when we are speaking. I know we are not perfect. We are not perfect. No, we are not perfect. Period. I'm not perfect. Period. I mess up. Period. I even screw up words. Period. I'm not perfect. So when we learn to use the words in the right way, we will learn control in our lives. We want to make a good empowerment in our lives, right? We want to make a good impression on how we speak, right? So we're going to get back to that. So yeah, we want to make a good impression when we speak certain words and stuff like that, because the more we build better vocabulary of words, this will help us down the road. Down the road, because we all, like I said, we all we mess up. Like I said, I even mess up with words too. And then I had to correct myself several times. But like I said, not anybody is perfect. And so we're gonna go to the next. We're gonna go to the next. Let's learn to value our words better by using good vocabulary words to use them with the correct word. Let's change our habits from the words we was accustomed to change. The form of our words. For example, if we probably said ain't instead of saying ain't, instead of saying ain't means I'm not, or not is not, not. Example, if it ain't broken, fix it. We know, okay, we know back then they didn't have this word. They didn't have this word in the dictionary. Now they do. Instead of saying ain't, which is informal, say instead, if it is not broken, fix it. Maybe it was just a minor problem that can be fixed. Maybe it needed to be cleaned up. The car you had to fix didn't need major work on, that you had to take it to a mechanic, right? You can fix it yourself. So yeah, that's an example, right? So the way we use our words can be a big impact on our lives. So the next time you have a problem, solve them right, and learn how to win people with the right words you say. So we can win a better crowd of people, right? We can win in life if we learn how to do things right, right? And so let's do it now, today, not later. Thank you so much, Sis Ayana, for tuning in. Since you just tuned in, probably right now, I don't know when you tune in, you can always go back to my Miss Classy Talk Show page. And also, I'm on YouTube. So you can go to either one and you can rewind it anytime you want to on YouTube and watch it, and also on my main page. So for now, as I end this broadcast, I would like to thank everybody for tuning in, and stay tuned for another episode of Miss Classy Talk Show. And also tomorrow is Miss Classy Hallelujah Friday Christian broadcast. And this is going to be a good one because this is talk about Alpha and Omega. So you don't want to miss it. Tune in at 1 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Eastern Standard Time. Will be about 3 o'clock. Yeah, about 3 o'clock. Yeah, about 3 o'clock. So you guys, for now, have a blessed one, and always stay classy. Bye.